Welcome to Swan's Place with the Minister of Encouragement, Dennis Swanberg. With special guests, John Starnes. And as always, Dr. Benji Harlan and the Swan Song Band. Now here's the host of Swan's Place, Dennis Swanberg.
I'm just a wild man. I'm a wild man. Hey, my little woman is a good woman, my little Laurie. I've told you about her before, 4'11", going to heaven. My little honey love. Many, many times I've just sort of stood there and looked at her, and she's going, "Ooh, ooh." The air conditioner vent was right behind her. But anyhow, I took it as a personal compliment. My little honey has a language all her own. You know, my language is words. I'm very verbal. I'm verbal. And tell her I love you baby, love you baby. And I'm very verbal. But my wife, her language, she's more service. Her language is the language of the apron. Everything nice and clean and in place. I mean, you know, if I want to really love her in her tongue, her language, her heartbeat, her dialect, when I come home, if there's a light bulb out, I need to take it out on my own, replace it on my own. That moves her. I come home and the trash can is full, even though I got 2 boys, and that's why God gives you kids to take out trash. They're at school. She says, "Honey, they're in school. Can you take it out? Can you do that much?" I take it out, put it out there. But is that enough? Oh, no. Oh, no. Honey, you're not through. You need to put another trash can liner in the trash can and put it around there good and sort of poof it out to the sides. Man. And so she just keeps everything nice and clean. The house is just immaculate. It's a beautiful home. I mean, one room, she had them rag roll it. A painting technique called rag roll. Just grab some rags and roll paint on there. And one, she had sponge painted one room, just sponge. And one was just, they went up in a room with these ketchup bottles for the little Dusty's room, and just around the room. I said, "Baby, love, we could have let Dusty do that and wouldn't have cost us nothing." But oh no, we had to have it professionally done. Cleans all the time, vacuums, cleans. I mean, if I get up in the middle of the night to go to that little room, because I'm over 40 now, I have to go to that little room sometime in the middle of the night. I come back to my bed, and my side is made up. My side is made up. I said, "Baby, love." She said, "You could have made it up when you got out." "But I'm coming back, woman." Good night. And we'll have company like at Easter. We had her family. I remember a couple of Easters ago. I mean, everything nice. China, everything. We even had champagne glasses. Of course, we're Baptists. We just put orange sherbet in there. But it still gets it all dirty and everything. We have all these places. I mean, I'm sitting at our head big table where we all gather, you know. And I'm sitting there nice, everything, just right, those little round things that you job a napkin through, you know, sitting there, everything just right. Big old display, like a little Aladdin's rug weaving down the middle of that dining room table, and big old candelabras. And I remember one time I picked it up, moved over there, and my brother-in-law Rick. I said, "Hey, man, talk to you later." Put it right back there. Nice, everything nice. And then, you know, when we finish that meal, well, then everybody stays around for, you know, they're there. They ain't leaving. They're going to be there for a while. And all of a sudden, it's supper time, so we had to bring out the pottery. Bring out the pot. Y'all, let's get out our pottery. I'm going, more dishes to clean. Let's use paper plates. We're not doing paper plates on Easter. And then they're still there. By late in the evening, we need to have a little dessert. Y'all want a little dessert and a little snack? Bring out these other little dishes. And then a new forks. Why can't they keep the old fork and just lick it off? But oh no. No. We're not going to do that. Finally, all of a sudden, it's getting late in the evening. We got dishes everywhere. Somebody's going to have to wash those dishes. They can't all fit into a dishwasher. And all of a sudden, Laurie's mom and sister go, "Let us stay here and help you, okay? Let us help you clean up." And I'm going, yes, in the name of Jesus, yes. And what does Laurie do? "Y'all go on, we've got it, no, y'all go on, y'all go on." I'm going, ah. We're up till 12:30 cleaning, washing, drying like the old days, and then having to put everything back in its place. I'll have something, I'll be right here. No, honey. Here. No, honey. It'll go here. No, honey. Here. No, honey. If you'd help me more often, you'd know where it goes. So if I want to love her, I have to vacuum and things like that. One time I was in trouble. I knew I was in trouble. I'd been on the road a long time. I'd call home. I knew that I was in trouble. I knew things weren't good at home. You know, when I call home, you see a woman is the thermometer. A man is a thermostat. And she'll let you know if it's cold or hot, I guarantee you. I'll call home and say, baby, love, everything all right? Well, we're okay. Everything all right? Well, you might want to talk to your son when you get home. Is he there? Yes, he's there. Let me talk to the boy. Chad, your dad. And then they get on and go, talk clear, son. They mumble. They're always mumbling. Talk clear. What, Dad, what? What's the matter? I don't know. I haven't done nothing. I said, you listen to me. I don't care what you do. I'm going to be home in an hour and 15 minutes. And when I get home, Mama's going to be happy. And if she ain't happy, you can deal with me and you won't be happy. You'll be looking forward to heaven when I'm through with you. But her language is the apron, so sometimes on my way home, one time I picked up an iron. You remember that, baby love? I picked up an iron and an ironing board, and I got home and I helped her iron. And I just propped it up. I weren't saying anything. She was ironing. I propped mine up. I had a new iron. I was ironing. And she said, I appreciate it, honey, if that helps. I went, well, better hold on to your man. And then she said, well, if you're going to do it right. Well, folks, give a hand to my sugar babe, Laurie. Woo! What a woman. We've got recording artist John Starnes here tonight. We have a real treat for you tonight. 20 years ago, John stood up on a tractor in the middle of a field and said, something got a hold of me. No, he committed his life to the Lord. Since then, John's touched thousands of hearts with his music, and he's here to bless us on Swan's Place. This song is called God on the Mount.
Life is easy when you're up on the mountain and you've got peace of mind like you've never known. And then things change and you're down in the valley. Don't lose faith, for you're never alone. Oh, the God on the mountain, oh, is still God in the valley. I said when things go wrong, Lord, I know my God can make them right. Oh, the God of the good times is still God in the bad times. I said God of the day is still God in the night. All right, come on. Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. He never changes. Whether you're on a mountain, whether you're in a valley, he's the same. Now, you talk about faith when you're up on the mountain, but talk comes so easy when life's at its best. But it's down in the valleys, oh, of life's trials and temptations. That's when faith is really put to the test. Oh, the God on the mountain, oh, is still God in the valley. I said, when things go wrong, Lord, I know my God can make them right. said, God of the day is still God in the night. I said, God of the day is still God in the night. I said, God of the day is still God in the night.
John, baby. He's the man. He's my friend.
Thank you.
Can he sing or what? How's it going?
Doing good. Good seeing you too. I thank
Hey.
you for having me here at Swan's place.
We just loved it.
Oh,
we just
thank you.
love having you. We were on a cruise together
Oh, yes.
not too long ago, and he's got the prettiest little girl, Jessica.
Yes.
And my two boys never let her have one moment alone. They were at the at his table of his products and never gave her a break. How's she doing?
Oh, she's doing good. She's a senior in high school, and she's doing good. It's exciting. I have a freshman in college and a senior in high school. I know.
Buy those tapes and those videos. Do you hear me? Help this man. It's a ministry. Hey, this guy did some rock and roll way back there, didn't you?
Yeah. Back when I had hair.
And yeah, had a lot of it, and then it just started turning loose one day and got a hold of it. And you like to fly.
Well, I'm going to get a hairpiece one of these days. Like
Hey,
that.
watch out now.
It looks good. It looks good up close.
Man, this has been woven in there.
Hey, it looks good. It looks
the
real.
Swan weave. Hey, where'd you learn to fly?
I joined the Army to fly, but didn't get to, and because of the GI Bill, I was able to, and so I learned just in what they call the private sector. Spent a lot of time, yeah. So.
But had a couple of little rough times growing up, and finally one day out on a farm on a tractor.
Gave my heart to God.
Man.
All those sermons, after all those years, finally, I guess they finally took their place. And,
Took root.
I was out there one day, and I just I had so much, I guess, religion, and I just stopped the tractor and I stood up and I said, God, if you're real, let's talk. And the tractor idled, and we talked for a while, and or I talked anyway, and God listened, and it was a wonderful experience.
And he speaks in that voice that's louder than an audible voice, doesn't
That's right.
It speaks to the other heart.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden, one day, he started doing a little singing.
Yeah. Actually, I had sung, of course, I'd sung rock and roll, and to me, the
But
interesting...
then he started the Christian song.
What happened was when I got saved, I ended up going to a little Christian church, a little bitty, particular denomination, I'll leave it there. But I went to a little bitty church, and out in the country, and made a public confession. They had an evangelist there, and there was like 20 of us there. I had on overalls.
Oh,
And
goodness.
and so I went down front, and I was the only one out of that whole thing that got saved. And I stood up there in front of all those people, scared to death, just afraid. What are we afraid of?
Yeah.
But I remember, it was like what was going through my mind as he was making that altar call for people to come forward. As a voice came and said, "What are they going to think?" And I remember I had all the strength, and I just stood up and I said, "They can call me what they want, but they're going to have to call me a Christian." And I walked down, stood down front, and I just like, hey.
Take that, yaha, yaha, ya. Became a little John Wayne, didn't you?
I did.
And we're glad he did, because he takes a stand and he sings. And so from his album, Door of Hope, here's John Starnes with Simply to Know. Here.
I have one ambition, one passion for this life, and that's to lose myself in Jesus, just consumed by his sacrifice. There is no higher goal than to be his with all my heart and soul, my mind and strength. I will live to know Christ, to love him. This is my prayer, this is my quest, to seek his face, to find his heart, the reason to live this life. moment of indecision, I will keep the faith. He is my only mission. He is the truth, the life, the way. No greater honor could be mine, so I'll keep marching on, striving for, pressing toward the prize. To know Christ, to love Him, this is my prayer, this is my quest, to seek His face, to find His heart, the reason to live. This life is simply to know Christ. Oh, to know Christ, to love Him. This is my prayer, this is my quest, to seek His face, to find His heart, the reason to live. This life is simply to know Christ. Just to know. Oh, I want to know my Lord. Oh.
Welcome back to Swan's Place. We're talking with gospel recording artist John Starnes, my buddy, my friend, and that
Yes.
last song was great.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You realize what this last song was? He wrote it. It was his mission statement. As Billy Graham would say, he instead of just writing out a mission statement for his life, he put it to music. The first time I've ever heard about it. But that's your mission statement. That
I love
song.
that. You crack me up. Don't get started into that.
He gets under conviction every time I do that. Always wants me to send him literature, but
Literature.
literature. Tell us how you wrote that song. Just
I
mission
read it.
statement?
There was a couple books. I don't know. They're popular books that are out on last couple of years on writing mission statements and things. I'm trying to stay away from titles. I don't want to plug it.
okay.
But I was trying to write a mission statement and just having a hard time doing it. And during one of our songwriting sessions, this kind of just came out. And it was, I have one ambition, one passion for this life, to lose myself in Jesus, consumed by His sacrifice. There is no higher goal than to be His. With all my heart, soul, mind, and strength, I'll live, to know Him, to love Him. This is my prayer. This is my quest, to seek His face, to find His heart. The reason to live this life is simply to know Christ.
Is that great or what?
Because we can get so confused with so many things that are happening. You know, we start seeking after this. And so I needed something to bring me back on track, and that seems to hopefully have helped somewhat. So.
Well, folks, this guy is on track. He's on track. Well, before we close, John Starnes has another song for us. Here it is, In the Garden.
I come to the garden alone, while the dew, it's still on the roses, and the voice I hear falling on my ears, the Son of God discloses, and He walks with me, and He talks with me, and He tells me I am His own. Joys we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. He speaks, and the sound of his voice is so sweet that the birds hush their singing, and the melody that Christ gave to me, it's in my heart still ringing. And he walks with me, and he talks with me, and he tells me I am his own. And the joys we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known. And the joys we share, and the joys we share as we tarry there, none other has ever known.
Folks, I'm telling you, after tonight, my cup is overflowed. And I have tapes and CDs of Big John, and I listen to all the time, and my cup overflows. And now I got Tommy's Treehouse, and my kids are going to enjoy it, and my cup's going to overflow. I found a poem that sort of shares this feeling that I have right now when I'm with Christian brothers. One who can sing, one entertain. And so here it is in the voice of old Jimmy Stewart. I'll never make a fortune, and it's probably too late now, but it doesn't matter all that much because I'm happy anyhow. As I go along life's journey, I'm receiving better than I sowed. I'm drinking from the saucer 'cause my cup is overflowed. I haven't any riches, and sometimes the going is rough, but I got 4 kids and a wife who love me, and that's rich enough. I thank God for all his mercies and blessings he's bestowed. You see, I'm drinking from the saucer 'cause my cup is overflowed. Oh, I remember when times were rough and my faith got a little bit thin. But all at once the clouds broke and that old sun peeked through again. So help me, Lord, not to gripe about the rough rose that I hold. I'm drinking from the saucer 'cause my cup is overflowed. Well, as God gives me the strength and courage when the way is steep and rough, I'll not ask for other blessings. I'm already blessed enough. And may I never be too busy to help another carry his load. I'll keep on drinking from the saucer 'cause, you see, my cup is overflowed. You know, folks, I remember growing up there in Austin, Texas, and going out there to the country with my grandparents, and we'd all get out there, and Grandpa would literally take that coffee and pour it in his saucer. My dad joined in. If I did it today, it might be the end of old Dan. But back then they did it, and they'd saucer it and saucer it almost every Sunday. Well, in my heart and in my mind and in my soul,
I do that quite often. I've done that tonight. And I want to thank you too.
Thank you.
And I want to thank all of you, because on Swan's Place, you're the one that really cause our blessings to overflow. God bless you, and you be back next week for Swan's Place. Thank you, man. Thank you.